Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today to discuss now the recently released Strike Spot video 2 that's now out actually on the Marvel Strike Force YouTube channel. But essentially, if you guys missed this video update from yesterday, essentially what they're doing is they're talking about the Age of Annihilus for the entirety of this week. And they have been releasing videos every single day, and they do plan to do that all the way up until Friday, where there's also going to be a Q&A. Now, this blog shortly came out yesterday after the video, so maybe they'll just keep adding on to this. Remember, there's also Twitch rewards as well, but again, they're talking about the new age, what's coming up, what's going to be kind of the game plan for 2025 and leading into 2026 when Annihilus is going to be released as what we speculate to be the next Dark Dimension character here. Now, today's video, guys, in case you didn't want to watch it, I'll link it below, but it's always worth a listen just because of the fact that it is our community manager, Pathfinder, having some really good dialogue, questions, and whatnot with Ryan Jacobson, who's also the GM for Marvel Strike Force on behalf of Scopely. So it's always interesting to get their insight as well as kind of what the dynamics, and, they do, especially Pathfinder, he was a player before. I'm not sure if he's still playing anymore, but, he kind of knows the concerns and what people appreciate in this game, what they don't. So it is very interesting. The new legendary format was announced today. I want to quickly talk about that, but as well, we got some screenshots of some potential characters that we can start kind of guesstimating on who they're going to be. So that's really, really exciting for sure. So guys, in case you missed it, and I'm just going to recap it again, I'll link it below if you guys want to watch the full video. Highly would recommend. But really interesting. If you know legendary characters, they're probably the most exciting content that gets released in game. They've taken a lot of feedback from Age of Apocalypse leading into obviously the Mephisto age with the trials, and now with Age of X going on. So it was always going to be kind of that big gray area of what they would be doing going forward. Like, would they pivot, would they go back? The legendary horseman was a really cool setting, and how that was released leading up into Apocalypse. So kind of in a similar manner, guys, they kind of want to go back to those roots, but it's very interesting because they're changing up things in terms of how the format's going to be. So the character releases for legendary characters is, as Ryan Jacobson confirmed, he said it's going to be very similar to Lilandra, in the sense that if there's player engagement, if you're playing the game, and remember, Lilandra, most folks likely will have her now at 7 yellow, and you haven't already, you're pretty darn close, because she was accumulated through some of these milestones over time here, right? Collecting the crystals that actually added shards. Now, I'm not sure if that exists anymore. I don't see that anymore here, so it's very possible that maybe that's already kind of phased out, but that's kind of the nature of it, the engagement through multiple means. Lilandra, if you recall, she had shards from different events. She had shards included in Strike Pass, the Battle Pass, so all across the game over the last month and a bit here, and that's how we've been able to accumulate time for Shard Server. But more importantly, we also got the red stars as well, completely free to play. We didn't need to spend or anything for that, so that's why it was a really cool concept. And I love the fact that they were already kind of demoing it before really releasing the true legendary release method. So that's the nature, guys. There's a couple of legendary characters. They said there's confirmed 3 for the year of 2025, and it's cool. We got some silhouettes of them too that I'm going to share at the end of this video. But guys, let me know what you think. Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? I think it's a great kind of step in the right direction that all players are going to have access to these characters. Ryan did note that obviously, being present in the moment and taking advantage of playing the game right now, you're going to get those moments to actually get the shards. Now, what happens if you're a player that starts off later on? What happens if you join the game after one of these said legendary characters have already kind of, missed the boat, so to speak? Apparently, there will be some sort of catch-up mechanic as well. So we'll be on the lookout for that, how that's going to be entailing. But he said that he did want to reward as well the players that were actively playing the game when the legendary release shards for this actually came out. So that's going to be kind of situated in a form that's called chapters. So essentially 3 chapters, each a nod to a legendary character, and then Annihilus is going to be chapter 4, ultimately for his unlock at the end of all this is said and done. That's only for the yellow stars, guys, the yellow star shard count. Apparently with the red stars, they're going to be infusing events very similar to what we've seen in the past, such as Scourges, the Trials, where, players are going to have to battle through that to actually earn the red stars. And then that's where you would get the yellow shards through player participation, engagement in the game over time. And the red stars is going to be that competitive aspect. And, I think that's where maybe spending is going to be involved. It gives an incentive for folks that want to spend to get the higher red stars on them, ultimately diamonds and whatnot. Yeah, so that in a nutshell is kind of the video, guys. In tomorrow's video, it's gonna be a store overhaul. It does seem like there's gonna be some massive changes coming to the supply store, so we'll be on the lookout for that one. That's pretty hype because we've been seeing how dated the stores are now, and we have a lot of reserve and hoarded currency, so that's gonna be an awesome opportunity to take advantage of. In the meantime, as promised, guys, these are the screenshots from the videos. I've seen some of the comments, I've seen some guesses as well, and I looked at some Marvel characters. Let me know what you guys think, but these are the silhouettes. So this one is the first one's coming up, as you can see. Chapter 1, looking like it's gonna be close to May, right? He's situated right in between April and June here, as you can see from the shadow, and he does actually look like, from what folks have been saying, QUASAR. I've never heard of the hero myself, but they did say that there's gonna be some sort of relationship or some kind of lore with Annihilus, and as per Scopely and Marvel Strike Force, they usually kind of have a twist to it as well. So just something to be mindful of there. It does look like QUASAR's silhouette, so to speak, just based on kind of that heroic setting with the hair that's kind of up and the shoulder pads as well. In the next image here, you can see this one actually features 2 legendary characters, because this is how they kind of gave us the overview here. But many people speculating that, and be mindful of the dates, right? So it looks like chapter 2, they haven't really given us a confirmed month yet, but it's gonna be after June. So we know May is gonna be likely or potentially QUASAR based on the actual silhouette. And this one here is pretty unique. A lot of folks pointed out that it's probably BLASTAAR. I've never heard of him, but again, he's also a super villain of the Fantastic Four, so it kind of would fit in tune and with theme here of what's going on with Annihilus. And last but not least, this is the one that most folks are confused about. Let me know what you guys think, but obviously being after BLASTAAR, if that is BLASTAAR in fact, it has like another kind of it looks like a humanoid, obviously looks like a male in this case, a clean hair, but as well as with a trench coat. And some folks are speculating could very well be Franklin Richards, one of the most powerful characters that we've seen in the Marvel Universe, and actually also the son of Mr. Fantastic, as well as Invisible Woman. So yeah, guys, pretty exciting. If that's the case, he could be one of the most powerful characters we've ever seen in the game. So especially given his lore, and this is one that is popular with a lot of fans, so it wouldn't surprise me, and it would be really exciting to have him. But also, having said that, there can be a lot of characters that have a trench coat as well. And also his more common known comic model doesn't actually have a trench coat, so that's why it's kind of interesting. But yeah, guys, that's it for now. Let me know what you think. Are you excited for the updates? Pretty exciting times for sure. Thank you for your time as always. Let me know what you think in the comments in terms of if there's any legendary characters you would like to see, or maybe what these silhouettes could possibly be as well. There's a realm of opportunities for sure. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.